to me, I was always like, make more Star Wars movies. I don't care. Make episodes 7, 8, and 9, right? Like I said that for years. Now I kind of regret that happened, because it made me Rise of Skywalker just made me not like Star Wars and not care anymore. And I think the only thing I bought Star Wars since then was a Cara Dune figure. So that's pretty much it.
Telling.
You know?
And like, to me, a lot of my problems with the Last Jedi, what they did to Luke, are kind of the same ones that I have with what they did to Han. And when it comes to episode 8, for me, when you're doing part 8 of what is supposed to be a 9-part saga, which no one cares about 9 parts, it's only 6. We understand that. But when you're doing part 8, you can't just do like your take on Luke. You know, you can't approach it from that way, in my opinion. And like you said, you can't tell that story off screen and not explain it. So that was a massive problem. When it comes to Han Solo, I was looking around. I didn't understand why people weren't mad. You're telling me that this dude, who the original trilogy, you see him go from a guy who is scummy. He's only cares about himself. He only cares about making money. He murders someone in cold blood. Of course, he was probably going to get killed or captured or whatever, by Greedo. But still, he fucking murdered him. And it clearly wasn't the first time he had done so, as he casually flips a coin like a badass to say sorry for the mess. He goes from that dude, makes a couple decisions that do show he has a heart and he has loyalty and there's good in there. Go fast forward to Empire. He's still trying to get away from the rebellion. But he is truly attached to these people. Fast forward to Return of the Jedi. And, he is a dude. He is a general. He is someone who cares about his friends, who's willing to give up his life for this cause and for the people he cares about. Fantastic. That's why Han Solo is so fucking popular. A fantastic character that goes through a true arc. What they did at the beginning of Force Awakens, they just reset him back to step 1. Like, none of that fucking matters. He's a deadbeat dad. He's a failed husband, a failed father. He owes money to more people than he can keep track of. And him and Chewbacca are just meandering around the galaxy, trying to look for the next big score, just like they were when they walked in the Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars. That, to me, was so fucking disrespectful. And I get that Harrison Ford wanted to die, wanted to be killed off. You know what? 100% believe that he did. I know he did. I know he doesn't care about that character like he cares about Indiana Jones. You could have written it so many different ways to have his sacrifice be meaningful in that moment. And it was just done so poorly. It's unconscionable. And that here's what's annoying is that there were other people there that could have pointed this out. The other people there that, like, wouldn't it be a better death scene if he was maybe mortally wounded and, Luke was the one when that lightsaber was trembling, it went to Luke Skywalker. I think all of us were just like, and then it goes to Rey. It was like, what the fuck? That was so dumb. It was so dumb. It should have gone to Luke, and then Luke, it's like, and then Han Solo could have had his death scene. Princess Leia comes with all the ships and whatever, and there's like then he has like a death scene. How we doing? Same as always. Like there could have been like a callbacks and just like a proper death scene. It was handled with such disrespect for that character. And I think the comparison I made was to the death of Spock in Star Trek 2. It's like, he has that death scene with Kirk, his best friend in the galaxy. The death has meaning because it's an act of self-sacrifice. He saves the entire ship, right? The needs of the many outweigh the few, right? Like, it's the line, right? Like, there's just so much good about that scene. It was an earned death scene. The death scene there is by a fucking hack. And this is why I like my disdain for Lucasfilm after that is like there's no gatekeepers there saying, hey, by the way, this is horrible. This is terrible. Han Solo should not die like that. You just got done watching a clip from my interview that I did with Film Thread's Chris Gore, where we talked about so many of the problems that current day Hollywood is struggling with right now. If you want to watch the interview in its entirety, you can go over to RK Outpost Live. I will put a link in the pinned comment below to that video where we talk about so many things. I really think you'll enjoy it. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.